it's me, Crystal, with Love, Peace, Herbs, Tea, and Gardening, and I'm back on your screen. I know it's been a while, but as you can see, I'm in a new change of scenery from the background. We moved. I had to take up, I think I showed it, I don't know if I showed a video. I know I recorded it, but I don't know where it's at. So I was showing what I did with the other yard. I took it up, completely got rid of it. So now, only thing I brought here from the other house was my fruit trees and my gazebo and my patio furniture, so which is what I'm sitting on. But for the most part, I'm starting all over from scratch. I haven't gotten anything for as far as like vegetable wise. Only thing I purchased was spearmint and chocolate mint. That's it. My neighbors came and got all of that mint, all of whatever veggies I had. I think it was some greens growing up in the backyard, some mustards and turnips that were growing up in the backyard. And they came in, I'm sorry y'all, this it's alright, but hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, I'll do a voiceover. But my neighbors, they came and got all of those herbs and the vegetation. They came and got all of that stuff. They, when they realized we were moving, I didn't even tell them that we were moving. Somebody came and cut the lock off the gate and came in and did what they wanted to do. So again, only thing I brought was my fruit trees. I brought my magnolia trees, and here my husband got two tall magnolia trees for free from his job in downtown. But we're still in Texas. We are in Mesquite. This grows on 8B, and so it's not, it's still, it was 8B over there and it's 8B over here. So yeah, I'm still in the same grow zone. I just moved maybe about 30 minutes away from where I was. I have no problems with that. Y'all, I'm so sorry. He's on a rotting mower. So, only thing I've been doing lately is buying pots. Let me show y'all these pots. I bought some pots from Home Depot. So if you guys see these pots at Home Depot, they're gonna say $13.97, and they are 4-quart pots, but they will ring up 1 cent. So I'm letting you guys know now, if you can find them, go get them, because they make great landscaping pots and everything. I did purchase some things. Lowe's, my local Lowe's here in Mesquite had ferns. They're really rough looking ferns, but they were $5. I can fertilize them and make them do what, you know, I can bring them back to life. I said I was gonna pull one down and clean them up. I did get my, I keep leaving my shears outside, my little Dollar Tree ones. But I bought ferns for $5. I've been living on Lowe's markdown. Now, Home Depot in Lancaster, where I used to live, would have where if the plants were dead, you can kind of get them for a discount or half off or whatever. The Home Depot out here don't do that. It's, you get them for that price. So I get it. I'm not complaining. I'm not mad about it or nothing. Just all right, whatever. So I bought quite a few stuff. I didn't bring all my pots with me, so I bought some new ones, but I'm gonna show you guys these pots. Let me turn the camera around. These pots here, they're gonna ring up $13.97, and they're 18-inch Warwick urns. That's what they are. It's kind of, let me turn you up. Well, no, that's not gonna be right. But that's what it's gonna say. That's what it's gonna say. Screenshot it if you can, or take a picture of it. So those pots are ringing up for 1 cent. 1 cent. I did not go through the garden center to pay for them. I went inside through self-checkout to pay for them. Those dahlias were on sale, on the clearance. These hibiscus was on the clearance. That was not, my daisies were not. I'm going to put what's in these pots will go in these pots. I need to add some more soil to my cattlilies. But this cattlily was on clearance for half off. It was $28 and I bought 2 of them. But put in mind it was like 6 of them in there. And then the hibiscus, the hostas back there were on sale, were on the clearance. No, they weren't. They were regularly $9. And I did too. But then I went to Walmart and found some ivies to put around it. Some pothos pole ivies and some philodendrons on that one over there. And guys, I purchased my, let me turn this into a selfie stick real quick. So guys, I purchased my first hydrangea bush here. This is my first hydrangea bush that I purchased. And no, this one is like clearance center, but an actual tree bush. This is my first one that I purchased, and I purchased it at Callaway's here in Mesquite. It is a, I'm showing the wrong sign. It is a little lime punch, and it was $49.99. But I couldn't pass it up, and I thought that was so pretty. I'm trying to get close to the picture. I thought it was so pretty. I was like, oh my goodness, I want it. I want it. So yeah, that's my first one. And this is a view of my backyard. A tree fell on the side of the house. A branch fell on the side of the house. So that's what it is. My dog has been out here, my little fur baby. He's still a puppy. He's a big dog, but yeah, I'm going to get rid of those Orlanders. I'm not going to get rid of them. I really want to move them, but I feel like they're too root bound right now to really just move, so I would have to cut them down. But that's not what I want there. Excuse my garage, it's really junky, but this is the other side of the yard, and we're completely fenced in. But this is the other side of the yard. I have to get rid of that poison oak. I did get rid of the ones in the front yard. This house has been sitting up vacant for 8 years, and yeah, I purchased some mulch for you know, at a Lowe's 4 for $10, and I used it in my landscaping in the front, which I'm going to take you to the front and show you. But these need a little help. They were given for free, but I said I was gonna, you know, I'm gonna give one to my brother-in-law, whichever one he wants to pick, and then the other one I'll just try to put it in a bigger pot and let it grow from there. But yeah, these are the $5 ferns. You see how tired they look? Yeah, they look real tired. And I purchased these, well, my husband purchased these gardenias. Get off me, B. Purchased these gardenias for half the price. I think when it goes up to that, it's half the price. But he purchased 2 of them. This one needs a little help. This one is like, I don't even think this is this a gardenia? Yeah, it's the same leaf pattern. It's the same leaf pattern. Yeah, it is, but this one needs a little help. I'm gonna have to, you know, cut all this yellow out. But this one here, I was gonna say, you can see a bulb coming up right here. I love gardenias. They smell so good. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with this tree. My fig tree. This is all that's growing at the bottom. But the top, and it was full of leaves. And my puppy chewed on that end a while ago during the winter. But y'all, I don't know if I need to cut here because it feel like it's dead. Is it dead? No, it's not dead. There, yeah, see, it's not dead. I don't know. But if y'all got some suggestions, please let me know. That is the my pluet tree. The blooms that, let me tell y'all something, in transport, the blooms that was on it have blown off. So I will not be getting any pluet on it this year. I'm not complaining. I'm gonna take these little suckers off at the bottom so it could just focus on the top. But yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It just, it's here. That's all I can say. But I like it. It's pretty. It's doing better than what it did last year. It's grown a lot compared to what it looked like when I bought it. But here is one of my peach trees. It is I think this is a Redskin peach, or is it a Georgia peach? Belle of Georgia peach. And it's full of little peaches. And it's in a pot. So never say it can't grow in a pot. And it's got suckers. So I need to take those suckers off, or figure out a way to start them in a new pot if I can. I don't know how to do that. But trial and error, okay. Because if I take those off, some more are gonna grow back. I need to prune up my lilac bush. It is past time for me to get lilac. It didn't really do well. I started getting a little bit right there, but it really didn't do well. Like, I need to cut that long branch off right there, which is fine with me. Then here's another peach. Now this one is the Redskin. So that's okay, Redskin. We're gonna read upside down today. And then this one is also full of peaches. Yeah, and it has suckers, so I need to do the same thing. It's been in the pot, so I just haven't really been paying attention to it. I have been paying attention to it because I've been putting that super juice on it. And then these are my jasmine, but this one is struggling. I'm trying to, okay, my puppy turned this over, my dog turned this over, and it wasted out all the soil. And then I bought these from a nursery in Duncanville, Texas, Cox Farm, and it is starting to do better. So yes, but this one was worse than that one. This one decided to pop back to life and climb a little bit, but this one is not doing that well. Now, oh girl, here is surprising me. This is a fiddle leaf fig that was in my house, and it had mites or something like that. Whatever, I forgot what they call it, but it had. But you can see all this is growing back. This is broken. This is broken. But all this is growing back. I need to cut that and cut that in. But all these are growing back. It's just been getting a bunch of rain and sunlight. And I put it out here. So I'm gonna see these. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see. Y'all see that? That's what was all on it. That's what was all on it in the house. So I still need to spray it. And it looked like a little spider, but that's what was on it in the house, and it was covering it with spider webs. So I brought it out here, and as you see, all of this is like growing. So I'm gonna, once it starts growing, I'm gonna kind of spray it with neem oil and see if I can get that together. And guys, I got my picket fence started. I got 5 panels from Lowe's. They were half off because they were kind of damaged, and I put them. Let me try to walk over here. Hopefully I don't sink into the dirt. I'm walking slow, guys, but this is going to be my little garden, and I'm going to dedicate it to my mom's mom, because she always had roses and hydrangeas around her house. Okay, let me He getting louder and louder. Okay. So we're gonna fix the fence, and I'm gonna have a rock path. This is the gate door, so I'm gonna have a rock pathway coming all the way here, and then this fencing is gonna start at the edge of the house here and come across, but then it's gonna come from their end all the way to here and connect, and then there will be a gate opening here to be in the same width as there. So it's going to be a rock trail at each side. I'm going to build it up. I'm going to have to dig a trench here. Like, as you can see, water stands here, so I'm going to have to dig a trench here to go through under the gate to the front yard, so the water can run and not sit. But I'm gonna have to be careful because I don't know if you could tell, like this line here is my AT&T internet. So yes, so hopefully I won't have to mess with it, but I plan on like building this up to be really a large, peaceful garden. And then this way here is going to be a small vegetable garden. Y'all, it's like he sees me recording and he decided to get real loud. He done came through here edging it up already. Now he done blew it once already, and then he came through with the lawnmower and the edger. It's like they just, I don't know, but I'm not complaining. But that's what you get when you're in a neighborhood. But yeah, I'm gonna do here and along here I wanted to do raised beds, just do raised beds along here, and then this, like this side close to the fence, will be just a walking trail. But on the other side of the fence, I kind of want to do a small, maybe a foot deep flower bed, and or 1.5 feet, 2 feet, no more than 2 feet. I did negotiate that with my husband, no more than 2 feet. But it will be a flower bed that I can put here to attract whatever. But I'm not gonna do big in the entire yard this time, because I'm still gonna put, like in the middle of the yards, we're planning on planting like one peach tree here, one peach tree about here, and then we over there we want to plant the pluet tree, and that's really about it. We have a lot in the front for, I'm finna go through the front, guys, so you can see what the front yard looks like. That's my little baby. Yep, it's my little baby. So I'm gonna go to the front and show you guys the landscaping that I did and the trees that have to be removed. So, ooh, kind of tore up those. So this is my landscaping in the front. So this is the landscaping part. I did plant these rose bushes. This is Avant-Garde. It's really muddy up here. I forgot what this one is called, but it's a pretty pink, and it looks like it gets so full, the leaves get so full. I need to deadhead those roses, but it gets really full and it looks like a peony, if that makes sense. This is a John F. Kennedy white rose. Forgot what this one is called. This is John F. Kennedy as well. These three came from Lowe's. These two came from Cox Farm. And then I kept the canna lilies and just mulched around it, which the rain pushed the mulch out. But these are canna lilies. And then, ooh, almost fell. This one is, oh my God, I can't remember the name. As a matter of fact, the tag is still on it. Oh. This one is Lemontini. A Lemontini, and I purchased it from Callaway's. I want to say it was $40 with 30% off. They had a 30% off sale on all the roses. My landscaping, I want to get rid of all these trees. I have a dead pine tree here. This is a Bartlett pear. I really want to get rid of it. I'm trying not to show too many people houses. That tree broke and is dead. That tree is horrible, horribly trimmed. This tree, I'm gonna leave it, but that tree needs to go. But I want to keep my crepe myrtle tree. I did prune it up, but I can't reach the top. So yeah. And this tree is horrible too. Again, trying not to put people's houses on camera. But yeah, that's my, yeah, right on. That was a gift given to me by my goddaughter's aunt. But yeah, so I have to feed my baby. Ooh, I almost locked myself out of it. I'm glad I got my keys. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just potting up everything so that I can make sure everything is potted up and together. So when it's time for me to, I don't want to walk over there because again, it holds water and it's muddy. That is my spearmint plant hanging on the fence. Yeah, and I have a chocolate mint over here on the table. I kind of want to, I want to keep my this cherry blossom tree. I want to keep it, but it's not really doing too well. I thought it was a maple or something, but it had some beautiful blooms on it, but then they disappeared. We had a real hard rainstorm, and it disappeared. So I see a piece that's like dead right there. I'm gonna try to see if I can prune it off or something, I don't know. But yeah, like this tree here, I don't want to get rid of that tree, even though, you know, you have to be careful with these trees. But I want to keep my tree because that's medicine. This tree here up against the house, that's one of, like the one at the front, I don't want it. I want to get rid of it. Yeah, but that's it for the most part. I haven't started, let me turn around. Okay, I haven't started my garden yet. I've just been buying, let me, I'm real close to it. Now, there we go. Much better. So, I haven't started my garden yet, my actual vegetable garden yet. Hopefully by the fall, everything will be ready for me to do, because I'm really trying to take my time and not rush. I want it to be exactly the way I want it to be. So like my raised beds, I want them to be the 3 to 4 foot tall raised beds, even if I got to build them myself. But like the fencing, we looked up on that and that's what we chose. I still need to go get 3 more panels, but they're $35, like $40 a piece. So go get that, I think 3 more. And yeah, and then like it's an arch that I want to get so I can plant Peggy Martin roses. I want those Peggy. I like the pearly gates one, but I don't know, it's just something about those Peggy Martins. I see somebody's channel that I follow on my garden channel. I can't think of her name. My God. It's my phone in my pocket. But yeah, I want to get the Peggy Martin. I'm just going to look up their channel because I have my phone here with me. But the Peggy Martin roses, because they bloom so much so quickly. Love it. I absolutely love it. And I just wanted to like when you come out here, it's just like beautiful roses. I want the garden to be seen, but I really want the roses to be seen, if that makes sense. I've always been a rose girl. I've always liked roses. I've always like watched those documentaries or channels that they have about roses or whatever. I've always watched those. I just feel like roses are my piece, if that makes sense. I like them. I just like them. Let's just put it like that. I like them. But it's I have to clean up out here, guys, because it's getting a little cluttered for me, a little too cluttered for me. I'm not complaining. Like, I want to plant all 3 of my hydrangea bushes. These hydrangeas are in pots that I bought last year, and they're doing good. They're really doing good. They're starting to get their buds on. And this one has been in the sunlight more than this one, the one that's closer to my truck, and it's been doing wonderful. That's the crazy part about it, you know, because when I bought it, it said very little sunlight. And I'm like, what? Even this one, this little limelight, I think it's not the foliage, it's the flower. So on the side, it's a little shaded, but then it still gets sunlight. So yeah, that's what. Oh, and when I went to Callaway's and bought the hydrangea, I saw Lady Cheryl, and I was able to speak to her. She was getting some flowers together to put for another, like, one of her neighbors' gardens. She was trying to help her out with starting a garden, and I thought that was awesome. So yeah, I said I was gonna go. I haven't watched any of her videos yet, but I said I was gonna go and watch them. I just been busy watching, well, not watching, but doing my own gardening. Right now it's just landscaping, because when we moved in here, again, the house had been sitting for 8 years. This was not our first choice home, which is crazy, but this was our most loved home. Our first choice home, they couldn't build it for us. And the community was going to move to, which was Soterra Mesquite. That particular style house had already met its numbers that it could be built, and I was just like, well, forget it. Then we seen another house that we was going to get. We got ready to do the walkthrough. Well, when we did the walkthrough, I said I hate it. I looked at my husband and I said, I hate this house. And he was like, what? And I said, I hate this. I don't like it. And it was crazy because he said, thank God. Thank God. I've been praying about this. He said, you came at this time, at this hour. Which they didn't even uphold their contract, so they had to end up paying us back all our money. Yeah, we had to get our little, we had to get a lawyer to back up. But our realtor that we actually went with to get this house, she went and fished and got that money back. And baby, when I say she is an awesome realtor, Bonita Love, oh yes, from Monumental Realty, she is awesome. She is the cream of the crop. Young girl, not girl, young lady. She's a young woman, and she's about her business. It was nothing hard that we had to do. It was nothing frustrating we had to do. Hey, this is what this is what that is. Hey, I'm negotiating your price for you because I feel like y'all can pay less. Just sign and let me handle. And that's what she did. I love that lady. And I appreciate her because she didn't have to do what she did. She really didn't. And yeah, she was good. She was good. Garden Obsessions. That's who has me wanting the Peggy Martin roses. They were a military family. Excuse me. They were a military family. They are a military family, but they're retired. And they were in, I want to say Virginia. I'm sorry. They were in Virginia, and they had turned their backyard into a garden oasis. And everything was in pots. And I was like, wow. Y'all, it was beautiful. Their house was beautiful. And then they had to do a U-Haul truck with just their plants only. Which it blew my mind. It really blew my mind. Because with that being said, they had to turn over the entire landscaping back to normal because it was a military home. Y'all, it was beautiful. And I fell in love with their channel. Now that they moved back to Texas, to San Antonio, Texas, I'm in awe on what it looks like. They have turned Creative Gardenista and Garden Obsessions have turned me into a real plant and landscaping person. I never thought I would have my landscaping the way I have it now. I never really cared about the landscaping. I never cared about flowers like that. But it's like every time I go to the store, that's all I see. And I'm really waiting, because we've been getting rain all week long. Because matter of fact, it is March 25th. April 25th. It's April 25th. And I have been waiting for all this rain. You know, April showers. All this rain to end or whatever else. But then, again, my grass needed it. I have planted, I'm trying something different with my landscaping. I mean, with my yard. My husband planted, he did fertilizer seeds, and then he did, well, fertilizer granules, and then he did some Kentucky grass seeds. I don't know how that's gonna work. I wanted Bermuda grass. I think he did both, Kentucky grass and Bermuda grass. So I don't know how that's gonna work. It's trial and error. We're gonna see. But it has been raining so much that it is like, you can see where some parts is trying to die out, and then the green is coming through. So I don't know. You know, I'm just trying to see. I have spots where I needed to be more seeds than less, if that makes sense. So I want to put, like, right here at the edging, I want to put like some soil, and then sprinkle some more seeds there, so it'll grow its own bed of seeds. The side of the house needed foundation fixing. It needed foundation. It had foundation problems. That's what I'm trying to say. And the house had, they dug the hole, but they never closed it back up. So I'm waiting on all this soil. Now that it's been raining, the soil will get wet. I can shovel the soil into the holes, and I want to put some Bermuda grass, the soldered Bermuda grass, down on the side of the house. I was gonna do, I really was going to do rose bushes along the fence on that side of the house, but I told my husband, no, I'm gonna leave that just clear. I did see some stuff on, what is it called, on TikTok. This guy used this stuff to, like, kind of spray the grass, and it burnt the grass around the edges of the fence, so it doesn't mess up the fence. You know, the fencing doesn't mess up. So I want to do that, but I'm really scared too, because I want to catch it on a day that the wind is not high and it doesn't blow, because I think that's what happened with my fig tree. But I'm trying to figure out why it happened with the fig tree and nothing else. But y'all, since I've gotten this fig tree, I feel like this fig tree has been fighting all kind of diseases. I had this is the third year that I've had this fig tree, and this is as much as it's grown. I'm trying not to let it go. I'm trying to keep moving forward with it, but it's just, I feel like it has a disease, like a because last year I sprayed liquid copper all over it every day. More than, it says 7 days. I did it for 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, and then at the end of the summer, it started growing leaves again. Yeah. And then my dog came. We got my dog, and he just chewed up that one branch, and I was just like, okay. He's a puppy, so he's at that knowing age. He tries to come through and tear up stuff, but I catch him. I catch him. Hey buddy, hey, stop that. So I catch him, and then I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to go back and get some more liquid copper food and see what happens. I've been fighting this tree for a long time, fighting it and fighting it and fighting it. I'm really tired of fighting it. I'm kind of gonna, I don't want to let it go, but I may have to. And it may be too root bound for, I don't even think it's root bound because it's not growing, for that pot. Somebody had mentioned in one of my videos, the pot is too small. No, the pot is not too small. The pot is a very huge spot. It just looks small on the camera, but it's a huge pot. But I'm not gonna, I don't know. I don't even think it's a fungus. I don't know what is going on with it. I said I was going to take it out the pot and look at the roots and see if it's like not too much water being held in there. But it wasn't too much water being held in there over there. But I have it on stones now, when over there it was just sitting in the soil. So I don't know. Y'all. I'm trying. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'm going to plant these plants. I'm just going to set the camera back and let it record while I plant these plants, and then I'm just going to show, I don't know, I kind of want to go ahead and put my boots on and go plant my rose bushes over there. I really do. Because this one is it's I think a yellow rose. I think, yeah, it's a yellow rose, and it's a climbing rose. But I don't want to tie it to the fence just yet, when we're going to eventually replace the fence. But until we do, I think I'm gonna put wire around it, so that it'll have some place like it could spread out, because it is a climbing rose. And it's just reaching, and it's not, I haven't given it anything to travel on, so I need to find something to put it to travel on. So I may do that. I think I'm gonna wait till Sunday, because Sunday's not supposed to be any rain. So, you know what, let's look at the forecast, because, and I normally look at the forecast every day, but I think I'm going to go ahead and plant my rose bushes, because these are the ones that's been with me for the longest, and they're struggling. They're in the pots, and they're struggling. I need to fertilize them. Like, I need to put rose tone, but I don't have any rose tone. I have biotone, so I may put biotone around the edge if I don't plant them. But one of them, one is yellow, the other one is supposed to be a peach color. It went from the peach, the tango color, to red, then to pink, and then it looked like it's going back to tango. I have no idea. Yeah, no rain today, rain Saturday, 40% chance. No rain Sunday, no rain Monday. So Sunday and Monday, I think I'm going to go ahead and plant those. Yeah. My goal is to have, I want my backyard to look like, my garden area to look like someplace where somebody want to get married, if that makes sense. So yeah. Yes, that's what I want. But I'm gonna say this now, because when I'm done recording, I'll just cut the camera off. But if there's someone you're upset with, forgive them, because forgiveness is not for them, but it is for you, and life is too short. Be blessed, be safe, love all you can, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I want to say thank you to those who have stood in there with me did not delete me or unsubscribe me, I appreciate you so very much. I love each and every one of you. I did go through a bout of depression because I could not get in my garden the way I wanted to, and it tore me up. So now I'm out here in my garden. My husband was like, are you gonna buy decor for the house? No, I'm going to go buy flowers for my garden. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I've been doing. Every day I told him, leave me your truck, take the SUV, and I'm taking the truck. Don't ask no questions. Leave me alone. It's my money. I saved it. Leave me alone. So yes, but everything that I got, I've been doing it on a budget. Again, like I said, 1 cent for the pots. Clearance plants. I don't think I paid full price for anything that I have besides my hydrangea bush. Everything I got that's out here now has been clearance, and I've been loving it. So I'm getting ready to pot up these plants here. No, I'm not. I'm going to go put some dirt on those jasmines. I'm going to put some dirt on this canna lily. I'm going to put some dirt on these hostas. That canna lily don't. Cata lily doesn't. This cata lily does. This hosta may need a little bit, not a lot. And I think I'm going to figure out which. I set these pots here. I don't know. I may take the hibiscus and put it in this terracotta pot, and then put the gardenia in one of these penny pots. And same thing with this what is this, a Shasta daisy. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have some more pots over there, but I'm in flip-flops. I'm not even in shoes. I may need to go get my shoes and put them on, because it's, you know, it's kind of still muddy out here. But for the most part, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, just follow along. Just, yeah. Y'all, it smells like somebody burning something out here. Hello, water.
tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, we're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.